What would you be willing to do to be free of your constant stress, perpetual anxiety, ever-present doubt, and an unsatisfying life? My friends, what would you be willing to let go of to feel powerful, truly aligned, happy, and free to be the limitless master that you are, that is temporarily housed within this biological garment we call a human being?
64,000 is the median number of words per book. Average person reads about 200 words per minute. Simple math will tell us that is one book in 320 minutes. To accomplish this in 7 days, numbers say you would have to read for 45 minutes a day. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification button, like, comment, and share. Enjoy.
Welcome to the Book of the Week series. Every week as I read another amazing title, I share it with the world. My name is Igor S.F. Walker, and today we look at Change Your Mind. Deprogram your subconscious mind, rewire the brain, and balance your energy by RJ Spina. So how about you slow down and relax? Reduce all that noise for just a bit. Make that choice and decide to listen. In this video, we will discover just how your entire behavior is dictated by a hidden aspect of yourself that the conscious mind has no direct access to. Until now. The deprogramming of your subconscious patterned egoic mind allows a new awareness to emerge. Stick around till the end. I will share with you some tools I haven't used that will help you tremendously in this game of life. Discover a way to find out what actually motivates you. What innate human need is driving all of your decisions and your behavior. I will share some tools to improve your self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, and relationship management. The antidote to endless suffering is already within you. It is the awesome clarity, power, and freedom of the real you. The real you, or the self with the capital S, is not a who per se. You are pure consciousness. More specifically, you are sentience, given energy to create with. When you are in your normal, non-embodied, energetic state, you have no name or form. When incarnate, you remain a sentient wave of free, formless, unconditioned energy, temporarily adorned within a human body. A truly awakened individual has no agenda except to experience the limitless depth and fullness of the self. The joy and purpose of life itself will naturally and harmoniously flow through you. But only if you learn to not misqualify your life force by allowing it to be consumed by your subconscious, patterned, egoic mind. Your subconscious, patterned, egoic mind will rationalize everything it does. This is how it controls you and protects itself. Your finite mind / intellect is the justification for everything. There is no real acceptance, joy, completeness, forgiveness, freedom, or power at your disposal when you are operating under the spell of the patterned, subconscious, egoic mind. Remember, the physical senses and intellect can never reveal the one true concrete reality. Think of it this way. We leave our journey here on the planet Earth plane with a stronger back and a more tender heart. That's the very point. And the literal evolution of our immortal consciousness. Everyone has the capacity for total transformation. Absolutely everyone. Higher consciousness, metaphysics, magic, and alchemy were an obvious part of our everyday lives, just as brainwashing, censorship, cowardice, mind control, and pharmaceuticals are today. Ego/mind/identity, EMI. Complete lack of self-realization and access to where we actually come from creates a character, the ego-mind identity, EMI, that we miscreate due to the electromagnetic interference, EMI, of endless limited data we align ourselves with from this realm. It's not what you are, but instead it's a completely made up who. Think of your human character as a shadow cast by the light inside of you. Just like the shadows in Plato's cave. Your shadow and everyone else's is simply a summation of your perceptions, understandings, and identifications. No one, not one, none are accurate, truthful, and authentic, and neither is your human character in comparison to what you really are. Your EMI, once again, ego, mind, identity, is the limitation program that runs by thinking. And you can only think in terms of what you misidentified. Your immortal, free, formless, whole, complete, and unconditioned self with. Thinking is simply the movement of the past. It's like mentally flipping to your Rolodex of memories, indentations, and identifications. Thinking is the rejection and non-acceptance of now. It is the reduction, fragmentation, compartmentalization, and contraction of the self, of life itself, through mentalization. Even though you have had every thought, and every thought you did have, it's not you. And it is impossible to experience and know the real you through what you are not, meaning thoughts. By thinking, you trap yourself in the illusion of time. The past and the future do not exist except in thoughts. Thinking creates the delusion of knowledge and the illusion of time. It is the main habit of humans, and its negative effect on your state of being and on your spiritual evolution is catastrophic. Remember, in pure observation, action takes place. It is the activation of your divine intelligence, which has nothing to do with thinking. Thinking is a low-frequency side effect of subconscious programming and egoic identifications. You will soon realize you can absolutely give up this limiting and low-frequency habit. part of the subconscious mind, operates like a storage device. We call this memory. It's one of the reasons why people undergo hypnosis and past life regressions. Joy, happiness, love, and compassion occurs when you do not think. Your ascension, your liberation, your infinite potential is only realized when you do not think. Conquer the habit of thinking, and your life becomes yours once again. Misidentification occurs every time your patterned, subconscious, egoic mind has dominion over the eternal freedom of your higher mind. Anytime you see yourself as anything, such as the body, mind, gender, belief, roles, so-called knowledge, spiritual or otherwise, or experiences that the body has, you are misidentifying. You are none of these things. You actually create them. Without conscious access to the subconscious mind, we are compelled to react and behave in limiting, inauthentic, and repetitive ways. See how easy and simple it is to control population through subconscious programming? All you must do is engage in perception management, controlling what the five senses have access to, and then those that have unconsciously acquiesced to their programmed subconscious egoic mind will simply, without questioning or fighting, do whatever they are told to do. Freedom is not doing whatever you want whenever you want. True freedom is escaping the tyranny of the mind. Once experienced, nothing can ever control you or hold you back. You are awareness itself, not what you are aware of. Never let that truth stop marinating within your heart. This defeats all programs of misidentification. Reacting to stimulus keeps you firmly within the parameters of your subconscious, patterned, egoic mind, and therefore easily controllable. Responding through detached observation awakens the self directly. This activates your divine intelligence, which transcends all subconscious egoic programming. Reacting and responding are actually opposites. Switch from the concept of acceptance to allowance. Acceptance locks you into agreement with one so-called reality. Allowance keeps you open to the myriad ways of perceiving and experiencing, and therefore unlocks you from programmed responses, which are reactions. Feel the difference within your body of energy. When you say the word acceptance, there's a contraction, isn't there? Now feel what happens when you say the word allowance. There's an expansion. It's like it's allowance. This is a tangible proof and a difference between lower consciousness programming and the infinite nature of the higher mind. Always needing to be productive is born from a profound lack of self-awareness, self-acceptance, and self-worth. Quantifying your existence by needing to be productive is also part of the agreed upon debt/slave reality, which is the very idea that everyone must work all day to pay for everything. This inception and conception of that belief system is a whole other conversation, my friend. Realize that everyone, including yourself, is suffering. Everyone is going through something. Look into your own heart. Treat everyone with the same love, tenderness, and patience that you desire for yourself. Never forget what the nurturing feels like, and you will never judge again. Know the truth. The desire you have for anything or anyone is really the desire to know yourself. This need to be right stops your evolution. The unfurling and expansion of consciousness has actually ceased. This is called disinformation in today's world, but in reality, it is really the fear of dissent. From a metaphysical perspective, needing to be right promotes stagnation, which engenders degradation followed by demise. If you're not evolving, there is no longer any point in being here. The universe self-directs, self-corrects, and self-evolves always. When the urge to control and be right is recognized, just stop and then surrender to the idea that your understanding of things is merely a single opinion within a sea of 8 billion opinions. Ask yourself, why am I doing what I am doing? Now, the first answer will be a justification, not the core motivation. Once you do get your initial response, then ask again, why do I feel or care or think that way? You will get another answer. But it won't be your core motivation yet. You are getting closer to your subconscious and or egoic programming. At this point, your continued questioning and truthful answers are where the transformation takes place. So ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? Now this reveal is true magic because it provides authentic, alchemical transmutation and transformation. My motivation for performing that action was due to societal conditioning and egoic gratification. Helping, fixing, and serving are 3 very different ways of seeing life. When you help, it's because you have a very deep-rooted belief that life is weak. When you actually fix, it's because you have a deep-rooted belief that life is actually broken. When you serve, you see life as whole and complete. Fixing and helping are subconscious egoic programs. Service feels completely different. It effortlessly flows from the self. It never weighs. Feel it. Being in service has a completely different energetic quality than helping or fixing. Until we do understand what is truly driving our behavior, we can only recycle our experiences. Most human beings focus on results rather than the understanding of the core motivations driving their desire in terms of the life they are trying to build. So simply question your thoughts. Why do I think that way? Emotions. Why do I feel that way? Your actions. Why am I doing this? And then your behavior. Why am I continually operating in this way? Until you uncover the core motivation driving each notion, you will only repeat them. You do have the ability and the protocols to easily illuminate and then disempower your subconscious, patterned, egoic mind. Whatever someone is going through, they are experiencing it because they need to have that experience. Otherwise, they would not be having the experience. There is something that the soul needs to learn, and that is why the experience is occurring. You may not need to learn that lesson, but someone else does for their spiritual growth. Just be there for them so they can move through it in their own way and in their own time. Remember, if you feel the desire to fix someone or something, that is because you are viewing life as broken. Nothing is broken. The soul has not failed. It is simply experiencing delayed success. Both helping and fixing come from the subconscious, patterned, egoic perspective. To serve flows directly to the self. When you serve, you see life as whole and complete. Now feel the tangible difference in energetic qualities of helping or fixing. And when you serve, being in service is actually sharing. And it does feel completely different. It comes from an understanding, an unending source. The real you. Helping and fixing is exhausting due to its subconscious egoic origins, while serving is uplifting. It's energizing. Never forget the difference between helping, fixing, and serving. Higher intuitive functions, such as clairsentience, clairvoyance, claircognizance, can come online as you do deprogram. That's because your unconditioned awareness is expanding. It is important to listen and foster your growing sense of intuition. Intuition is an act of listening. Pay attention. The self is your knowingness, your intuition and your higher intuitive functions. It's all the real you. Embrace what is. Long-standing friendships can and will change as you change. The deepest connections are those built upon loyalty, friendship, respect, and trust. Platonic relationships whose foundations are built upon the granite of truth, loyalty, and friendship will never crack. Intimate relationship that do have those embedded within the fabric of their union will withstand the sea of change. In fact, they will become stronger, deeper, and more fulfilling because of it. When we speak about truth being tangible, there's a felt energetic quality to truth. There's a knowingness deep within your heart, where your sentience, which you really are, resides within your body. This knowingness is the exact opposite of the mental and emotional conditioning, both of which have their origination everywhere but within you. That is the difference between knowing and conditioning. Your true character, your morality, your ethics, you actually come into this life with them. They are a part of your essence. This is what I'm referring to when in terms of tangibly knowing to be true within you. Now live in alignment with this, and then have no expectations from the action. Moment to moment, pure beingness. You then simply take your beingness and put it into doingness. This is the flow state. Do what you tangibly know to be true within this moment, and then the next moment, and then the next moment, and then the next moment, and so on. Without realizing it, You have become a puppet to various puppeteers. If you drop your personal agenda in every one of these different fragmented realities that you do create for yourself, what is it that remains? What is it that would then be fully present in every one of these circumstances within your life? Well, the real you. Character, clarity, confidence, calmness, connectivity, courage, and communion will be tangibly known once again. There's nothing successful in being well-adjusted to a low-frequency, trauma-based, mind-controlled world society. In fact, it's the opposite. You have been profoundly diverted, completely inverted, and horribly perverted into various limitations and programs. None of this is the real you. Never spell yourself again by simply avoiding the following 7 words. Remember, with your self-talk, the voice inside your head, you are literally putting a spell over your mind and over your body. Word number 1, how. How shuts off your higher mind and forces a resultant lower consciousness logic and linearity paradigm bound by space and time. It prevents transcendent and powerful inspiration and imagination from coming into your screen of consciousness. How? Avoid it. Why? Asking why is one of the favorite pastimes of the patterned, subconscious, egoic mind. It arises to make what is fit within its accepted and agreed upon one reality, paradigm. Try. If we look deeply at this word, we would realize, metaphysically speaking, it doesn't authentically exist. At the risk of sounding like Yoda from Star Wars, do or do not. There is no try. Should. There's a powerful addiction born out of the patterned, subconscious, egoic mind. Should happens due to the collapse of infinite possible possibilities in the place of the accepted and agreed upon one reality, even if it is totally unpalatable and discordant. Need. If you do not have it, then you do not need it. If you truly needed it, you would already have it. The subconscious egoic mind is never in the present moment. Therefore, it incessantly obsesses about what it needs as it relates to the past and a future. But what about? Is the desire to keep reality closed, is nearly completely stifles your ability to shift into a more expansive state of awareness and therefore a better quality of life. Want. When you tangibly realize that everything is already within you, just as the tree is within the seedling, you will cease to disempower and delude yourself by using this word. Want keeps things out of reach as what you chase runs away. Stay away from these words: how, why, try, should, need, but, want. When you're being and expressing the real you, it is an effortless free flow. Pure imagination is the play of the higher mind. It has a meditative quality to it. That is because the flow state is frequentially above thinking and emoting. Frequency is higher. The real you is effortless. Alignment. And therefore you become fully engaged in whatever you are doing. You're not thinking. Real you experiencing and expressing the depth of itself. This world and you need it desperately. That is how to live authentically, by expressing and sharing the depth of yourself. Let your love, your wisdom, your joy, your passion, your talents and abilities flow. You can never run out of these things because they are you. It's not possible to run out of love and wisdom. It is just the opposite. The more you share it, the more you are experiencing it yourself. The right relationship, business, circumstance, environment, activities, groups of friends, people, and the right, you name it, will foster your highest potential and joy. Not stifle it, hold it down, limit it, or compartmentalize it, judge it, or discourage it. When you lose yourself in the moment, what you are losing from a pure physics perspective is the electromagnetic interference, or the EMI. Remember, ego, mind, identity? Along with its shadow, your patterned subconscious mind. Attention is energy, and you only have so much of it. Do not ever waste it, ever. Your energetic bank account is debited by everything you give attention to. That is why it is called paying attention. Every phenomena you pay attention to grows. You, on the other hand, become depleted and less flush with your most precious commodity. Start seeing your attention, meaning your energy, as the greatest resource you do own. Treat it with the utmost respect and hold it in the highest regard. Energy is the Holy Ghost. What is the only thing that endures? Not your mind-body complex, not empires, dynasties, or physical possessions, and certainly not your beliefs, concepts, stock portfolios, or expectations. What is it that co-creates all phenomenon, lifetime after a lifetime? It is the immortal self, the real you, the divine creator within. By utilizing its most precious and heavenly resource, energy, gives birth to every incarnation. It is the only thing that endures. So why not go all in on the only thing that eternally remains? Why not cut out the middle person, your subconscious, patterned, egoic mind out, and all of its delusions, and invest directly in the real you? You are going to use your energy diagnostic system for 3 separate categories: activities, people, circumstances, or events. There are 4 ways a human being can express itself: emotionally, mentally, verbally, and physically. You are going to use these fundamental forms of expression to measure your state of being before, during, and after your engagement. Recognizing and quantifying what empowers or disempowers you is essential in the quality of life you experience. It also paves the way for your new unleashed ability to create your life as you see and deem fit. Attention, energy is your most precious and sacred resource. To own your own mind is the greatest gift and the most beautiful treasure. No one can give that to you or do it for you. And there you have it. Change your mind, deprogram your subconscious, your mind, rewire your brain, and balance your energy. Now please do help out. Simply like this video, like it, so more people can enjoy it, so we can all evolve. Share it too and spread the word. Do share it everywhere. Leave a comment and share your thoughts. What did you find helpful in this video? What are you doing yourself? Subscribe to my channel and stay up to date. You know how to do this, where to click. And the link to this book is in the description below. Buy it, read, never stop learning, especially learning about yourself and nature. So gift yourself by taking the free human needs test on my website and find out what actually motivates you, what innate human need is driving all of your decisions and your behavior. And if you feel you are ready to improve your self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, and relationship management even further. Do check out my Master of Life Awareness program. The links are in the description below. Thank you. Love and respect.